guys, welcome back to another episode. We are here at El Questro. The actual station itself is about 16 k's down the road, and we will be here for about 4 nights, which will be really nice.
Yep, we're just going to drive in that nice long driveway. Our final bit of gravel road for the Gibb, and the El Questro Station is the final stop on the Gibb for us. So as Jackie said, we've got 4 nights to check out all the gorges and the station itself. So that's what this episode's about. Anyway, we're in front of a famous sign, cars behind. Let's go, El Questro, here we come. From El Questro. We settled in yesterday to our site, which is a really nice big powered drive-through site, so we've got plenty of space. We also went down and checked out the homestead and had a look at the restaurant menu and had a look at the waterhole and all that good stuff. So we've made a booking for dinner for a few nights time to try out the steakhouse. But anyway, this morning clearly you can see we're up nice and early, and we are on our way to do the Emma Gorge walk. So hopefully we'll beat the crowds, seeing as though we woke at 4:30 and we're out of the caravan at 4:50. So we're aiming to be at the car park for Emma Gorge, which is, we think, about half an hour away for first light, so we can do the walk and spend some time at that gorge, which is supposed to be pretty magical without all the crowds. So anyway, time to drive a bit through the night and then we'll see you at first light. Alright, well, we are here. It's 5:30 in the morning and we are going to start the walk to Emma Gorge. There's enough light for us to see where we're walking now, which is a good start. And yeah, we'll get started and hopefully we're the first ones on the walk for the day.
I would think so, considering there's no other cars in the car park.
Yeah, so the Emma Gorge walk starts from the resort. So when you come in off the Gibb River Road, there's no label to Emma Gorge itself. It just says to the resort. So you're going to come to the resort, and then from the reception area in the resort is the start of the walk. So anyway, let's get started. Well, I think we've got to what might be a midway pool. It's super nice. And I think we've got to keep going up that way. Definitely a spot for a swim. You jumping in?
Maybe.
On the way back?
Certainly hot enough. Yeah, maybe on the way back.
Alright, let's keep going. Well, I think we have just arrived. With the falls behind us, if you come to the right hand side where Jacko is, he's found this little bit of water sticking out and running out from the rock.
And it's warm.
It's thermal.
It's so nice. It heats this bit and then that little bit of the pool as well. Although it's still cooler than here. This is lovely.
Alright, time to get in and go to the waterfall, hey? Right over there.
So the time is 7:05. We've got here at probably about 20 past 6. So the walk took us 50 minutes and we've been sitting here for 45 and there's still no one here. We have the place to ourselves still. It's just beautiful. So would recommend getting up before first light so that you're here at first light and starting the walk, because you'll just have a place to yourself, and it's really, really special to have that. So we're just sitting in here having a chill arvo after our hectic morning. I'm doing a bit of editing and we have a friend, although he's not so friendly. Hello, donkey.
Alright, another day, another gorge, and at El Questro the best thing to do is to do your gorge walks in the morning, because some of them can be quite long and it can get quite warm during the day. So it's quite nice, you do a gorge in the morning and then have a more chill afternoon, which is what we've been doing. We're currently here at the big water crossing at the beginning of the El Questro walk. So you could either go through this big long water crossing here, which is at the moment 1 meter deep, and everyone that goes through sinks their cars, floods their cars. and if you go through, unfortunately you have to drive your car back through it to get out at the end of your gorge walk. So the other option is that you can park where we have, right here at the water crossing, and walk an extra 1.4 k's to the beginning of the actual gorge walk, and then go from there. So Jackie's very cold this morning.
You wouldn't let me bring my jumper.
Yeah, well, it's going to be something else you've just got to carry, mate, once you're warm. So we're going to get walking to get Jackie warm, and we'll show you everything about the El Questro Gorge walk. Let's go. Okay, so to bypass the water crossing, you just walk down the left-hand side of it. So you can kind of see, looks like it's a river, but it's actually it's actually the water crossing. So you walk all the way down, and it's just a really little, really hard to distinguish path kind of through here. It is a bit muddy and a bit wet, so you got to be careful. Good thing we got our aqua shoes on. It's actually very wet and very muddy. Yuck. Hopefully we're walking the right way, mate. Whoa. It's super wet and super muddy. So either way, you're getting wet. It's just about whether you want to sink your car or sink yourself, because this is now pretty deep. Oh, it's alright, Jackie, you'll get warm on the other side, mate. It's quite deep here. Oh, delicious. Oh, mate, what a way to start with muddy feet and wet clothes in the morning. Well, okay, you definitely need wet shoes if you're walking through here, because it's quite rocky and weedy and reedy, and yeah, it's a fun way to start the walk, mate. So anyway, doing a good job, mate.
Where's the big hole?
Just before the tree. Just step and be prepared that it's going to go down. Probably be your next step. Shallow here. Yeah. Good job. And then you can just see that it drops right off into a deep hole right here. Well, I don't know if it's the right way, but it's definitely the shortest extra walkway. Yeet. Oh mate, that's deep. That is deep, deep, deep.
I feel like I'm going to slip down this, like, whatever this
So
is.
stand on the reeds. They give you a little bit of grip, but you will go down, but they just give you a bit of grip underneath your feet. How deep is that? The mud, mate. The slushy mud. The joys of it. So you're either walking through the crossing or you're driving through. I think I'd rather have wet clothes than a wet car though, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're out the other side here. Alright, hardest bit done. Now on to the walk.
I haven't even got it. can't.
Alright, so after you do that dirty big muddy walk across that deep river crossing area, you pretty much just follow the track up to the start of the walk as we are, and the rest of it's pretty easy. So if you can get through that part, it's nice firm sandy ground to walk on, and it's super easy. So how you going, Jacko?
Right.
Alright, we'll see you at the beginning of the walk.
She left her home to find where she belongs.
Alright, so the first part of this walk is relatively flat, although quite rocky and muddy at points. But it's beautiful palm, rainforesty vibe gorge here, which is super nice. When I was reading the sign, the halfway pool's about 1.3 k's in. Takes about an hour to get there. And you got to go on probably another 1.4, 1.5 k's to the very, very end. And that might take another hour and a half. So it gets a lot more difficult after the halfway pool, apparently, according to the sign. So I guess we'll find out. So all up, if you walk to the end, it's a 4.6k return walk. Plus, if you park your car where we did, you've got an extra 2.8k. So what's the math on that? 4.6 plus 2.8 is 7.4. Too early in the morning. So pretty decent walk, right? Not as long as Mitchell's though. So anyway, yeah, just loving the palm trees at the moment. They're magic.
Mother's scared to leave her all alone. But she got time and she knows what to figure out. This ain't in a dream, a place where it seems that love will come around. So don't stay.
Anything so green.
You know, so far this walk tops the Emma Gorge walk. Right?
Oh yeah, the walk
far.
itself is so beautiful.
Hopefully the end is just as magic, but this walk is way more rewarding already. Best walk so far on the Gibb.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would say that. I thought Emma Gorge was the highlight, because that's what everyone says. No. This, mate. This is magic.
It's beautiful.
Look at this wall covered in ferns and everything.
Read it all too much. Just wait. I will find you someday. So the same, yet she does not know that everything she got from her.
Alright, so we're here at Halfway Pool, which is so crystal clear. It's just magic, eh? So this is the halfway point. You can have a swim here, but in order to
you have to swim here. It's not optional.
if you want to continue, you have to swim, and you've got to either go up one of two ways around this rock. So we're going to give it a go. I'm now carrying the backpack with all the gear, and Jackie's going first, and then I'm following. But it looks rather deep in sections, so let's get going.
She left left her home to find where she belongs. Her mother's scared to leave her all alone. But she got time and she knows what to figure out. This ain't in a dream, a place where it seems that love will come around. So don't stay, you regret it all too much. Just wait, I will find you someday. So the same, yeah, she does not know that everything she got from her. You got time and you know what to figure out. This ain't in a dream, a place where it seems that love will come around. So don't stay, you regret it all too much. Just wait, I will find you someday.
We're partway into the class 5 part of this walk after the halfway pool. And as you can see, it's very, very rocky behind us, but they just get bigger and bigger and bigger up in front of us. This walk is definitely not for the faint-hearted, eh? So Jackie's pretty pooped, but we got to go to the end, mate. Hey?
Just needed a water break.
Yeah. But the whole time during the morning you are in the shade, which is lovely. So yeah, we'll keep walking and we'll give you an update when we get a bit further. But she's a pretty hard climb getting up, and we've probably only come maybe 400 meters from the halfway pool. So yeah, but enjoying it, mate, loving it. Best gorge on the Gibb so far, 100%. 100%. It's just so beautiful the whole way. So yeah, alright, drink break and then we'll keep going.
She left her home to find where she belongs. Her mother's scared to leave her all alone. But she got time and she knows what.
Alright, up the waterfall you go.
This ain't in a dream, a place where it seems that love will come around. So don't stay, you regret it all too much. Just wait, I will find you someday. So the same, yeah, she does not know.
Well, mate, we are almost at the end of this walk. Cross under here. Oh. Hectic as. I can see a waterfall, and when we get closer I'll show you, but this is the end of the walk, mate. Super special. Feel well, Jacko? She's coming. Oh, look at this.
You got time and you know what to
How clear is this water? Can you tell if Jackie stands still, it's like you can barely tell where she's in the water and where she's not. So clear. Alright, well, I think we're just going to sit here for a bit, have something to eat, enjoy this, and then we've got to make our way all the way back through that walk and back to the car. What's the time? So it's taken us 2 hours to get here. I'll probably do 2 hours back. But mate, this is worth it. Best gorge on the Gibb by far. The whole thing is just stunning. And it's a challenge, but it is beautiful. Loving it, mate? Alright, well, we are having a night off cooking tonight, aren't we, Jackie?
Are we?
Yeah,
or is
we
it
are.
just me that's having a night off cooking?
Anyway, we're here to check out the steakhouse, so we probably won't film too much, but we'll show you at least what we choose to eat. And it looks like the menu has got a good selection, so very keen. Let's go. Here we are, having a look at the menu. There's some really nice stuff on this menu, but I think my choice is definitely going to be the old 350 gram ribeye, mate.
Lucky boy.
What a view, hey? Just looking out over the watering hole, or swimming hole.
It's nice having a bit of this time. Like, this is a 5 o'clock reservation, but you can actually see the view, which is nice. Whereas at 6:30 it'd be dark. So,
Can't go past the old mat, Yum. Look at that.
yum.
Alright mate, another day, another gorge, and this is our final gorge for El Questro, which is Amalia Gorge. So this is our last day, full day here at El Questro. So we're going to check this one out, followed by something pretty special, which is going to help ease all our aching bones from all our gorge walks, which is, Jackie?
Zebedee Springs.
Yeah, it's a hot spring, so we have been there maybe once already without the cameras, and it's pretty special, so we're going back and we'll show you Zebedee as well after Amalia this morning. So going to get into Amalia and then on to Zebedee. Alright, let's check it out. So this walk here, start down at the bottom as always. Looks like you walk up, there's a bit of a offshoot, but you just continue walking all the way up to the Amalia Falls and pool at the end. So this one's a lot easier, it's just a grade 4 and 3.4k return. So they reckon about 2.5 hours if you're not swimming, so that sounds pretty good to us. And then plenty of time to get onto the hot spring, so let's go, eh? Here we go. Alright, so we're just starting down this Amalia Gorge walk, and well, we're struggling a little bit because our feet are very, very sore after all that rock climbing that we did yesterday at El Questro. And our legs and arms are quite sore as well, aren't they, Jackie? So stage 4 at the moment, it's feeling a bit like a stage 5, but that's all good. We'll continue on. So we could be anywhere up to about halfway through this walk, and you meet this really nice cliff edge where you just got to walk along between the river on some nice flat rock, which is very nice. Not gonna lie, very nice indeed on the old feet. So, but no, this is great, and I definitely recommend, if you're going to come up this way, make sure you've got yourself a really good pair of aqua shoes or reef shoes or whatever you want to call them. We spoke about in another episode about our shoes. These are just like a wetsuit shoe. They're only $35 a pair, so they weren't that expensive, but they've been fantastic. I mean, we got so muddy in El Questro Gorge yesterday, and all the other gorges where you go through and you're walking and suddenly you got to wade across the river. It's so easy to just, you know, walk across with some good grip and then keep going. So plus it keeps your feet nice and cool on hot walks. The other thing that's a really good tip is definitely come and do your walks early in the morning, because in the afternoon that sun becomes pretty warm up here. So enjoying a walk in the cool of the morning is definitely the way to go. So just waiting for Jackie to negotiate her way through these rocks. Hey mate?
Yeah, mate.
I think we're at the end of this walk. You hear water, and I can see water. Oh wow, look at this little swimming hole at the end.
Here we are at Zebedee Springs. It's a very short, easy walk in. It's only 300 meters, and it's
grade 2.
Yeah, it's a piece of cake after what we did yesterday.
Yeah,
that's for sure. It's literally like all boardwalks and stuff like this.
So tropical.
It's very tropical. It's just, yeah.
But we're not here for the tropics, we're here for the water.
Yes.
So let's get to the water in 300 meters.
Let's do it.
And here we are.
Oh, so nice.
There's like a big pool where we are, and then as you go further up there's lots of like little ones, which will definitely show you once a few people disappear, because it's a little bit busy at the moment.
It's not too busy. It was busier the other day, I think.
Yeah, but no, it's nice. Nice and warm.
I just realized I've built walls a mile high to protect my heart, but now I'm all alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I unravel, brick by brick. I built these walls, now I know that I am strong.
And that's how you build yourself a nice little deep pool at Zebedee. It's like way taller, hey?
Yeah, the water's definitely deeper.
So cool.
This is like a spa because it like massages your back. It's nice.
My own little private little pool in Zebedee. Not bad. It's also fun to build a dam. Not gonna lie.
Brings out his inner child.
Yeah, mate. It'll take me probably 15 minutes to build that. Well worth it. Now you can just relax.
Well, that brings us to the end of our times at El Questro and the end of the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you as we hit the road to Kununurra.
Yeah, the Gibb is over for us, but the next adventure begins. And our last stop in WA before we move on into the Northern Territory. So the Gibb's been great and WA has been awesome, but it'll be keen to see what the top end has to offer. So anyway, we'll see you when we're at Cunners, and until then, yeah, have fun and bye bye bye.
Bye bye bye.